Hey y'all, today we're diving into 30 weird, wild, and totally unique facts about Alabama. And trust me, number 17 is gonna blow your mind. Let's get started. 1. Alabama was the first state in the U.S. to make Christmas a legal holiday. Yep, back in 1836. You can thank them for the paid day off. 2. The first 911 call in America? Made in Haleyville, Alabama in 1968. Shout out to small towns making big moves. 3. You've heard of Mardi Gras in New Orleans, right? Wrong city. The original U.S. Mardi Gras happened in Mobile, Alabama in 1703. 4. Alabama has a statue dedicated to a bug. No joke. The Boll Weevil Monument in Enterprise celebrates an insect that destroyed cotton but forced farmers to diversify. Sometimes pests are blessings. 5. Huntsville is known as Rocket City. Why? Because it built the Saturn V rocket that took astronauts to the moon. Space nerds, this is your spot. 6. Speaking of Huntsville, it has more engineers and PhDs per capita than Silicon Valley. Who knew? 7. Alabama's got a lake so big, it has over 750 miles of shoreline. That's Lake Martin. More coastline than some small countries. 8. In Tuscumbia, you can visit the birthplace of Helen Keller, one of the most inspiring figures in history. 9. There's a town called Slapout. Yes, that's the real name. Population a few hundred and some southern charm. 10. Alabama once had a constitution over 300,000 words long. That's longer than a Game of Thrones book. 11. Want to see the largest cast iron statue in the world? Head to Birmingham and meet Vulcan, the Roman god of fire and forge, all 56 feet of him. 12. Cheaha Mountain is Alabama's highest point at 2,413 feet. Don't expect Everest, but it's a nice hike. 13. Mobile is so old, it changed hands between the French, Spanish, British, Confederates, and Americans. It's basically the hot potato of southern cities. 14. Alabama has more than 1,500 caves. Some say it's a spelunker's dream. Others say, no thanks. 15. Red Hill salamanders live only in Alabama. Nowhere else in the world. They're kind of the VIPs of amphibians. 16. The Alabama State Capitol in Montgomery was the first capital of the Confederacy. It's where Jefferson Davis was sworn in. 17. Now get this. There's a town in Alabama that holds the world record for the biggest moon pie toss. Yeah, that happened. 18. The first electric streetcar system in the world? Not in New York. In Montgomery in the 1880s. 19. Alabama banned dominoes on Sundays in the 1800s. Apparently it was too wild for the Sabbath. 20. The Alabama Renaissance Fair in Florence is so legit, the mayor dresses in full medieval garb. 21. The city of Dothan has over 60 peanut sculptures scattered across town. One's dressed as Elvis. 22. Sweet tea is basically the state drink. And if you ask for unsweetened tea, you might get kicked out. Just kidding. Kinda. 23. In Alabama, it's technically illegal to wear a fake mustache in church that causes laughter. Yes, it's a real law. 24. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville has a full-size space shuttle replica and a G-force simulator. Hold on to your lunch. 25. Monroeville, Alabama is the hometown of Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, a literary giant from a tiny town. 26. In the 1950s, Phoenix City was so corrupt it had to be taken over by the National Guard. The Wild West, but make it Southern. 27. There's a town called Frog Eye, another called Burnt Corn, and even Lick Skillet. No explanation. Just Alabama things. 28. Alabama's coast has beaches with sugar-white sand, but barely anyone talks about them. Locals like it that way. 29. It's home to Talladega Superspeedway, the longest NASCAR track in the U.S. And yes, it's fast. And haunted, allegedly. 30. And finally, Alabama once had an official state spirit. No, not a ghost. Conecuh Ridge Whiskey. Cheers. That's it for today's wild ride through Alabama. From moon pies to rocket science. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us which state we should cover next.